On the vaccine watch, I should say, for a while, COVID-19 vaccination requirements will be fully implemented across California schools for students in K through 12 grades. But that has not stopped parents from voicing their opinions against Governor Newsom's mandate that he announced last week. Newswatch 12's Brett Taylor has been speaking with parents and grandparents across Siskiyou County throughout the day to get their thoughts about that vaccination mandate. Brett, what did you hear?
Yeah, Brian, that's exactly right. Over the last several hours, I've spoken to roughly about a dozen parents and grandparents about this exact topic on whether they agree or disagree with Governor Newsom's decision to require students to become fully vaccinated once the FDA gives its full approval to be able to attend school. Now, for the most part, most of the parents and grandparents that I spoke to today said that they do agree with that decision because for several years now, the state of California has been requiring kids to be able to be vaccinated against several other deadly diseases. However, not everyone that I spoke to felt that same way. A few parents told me that they still don't have enough faith right now in the vaccine to require it for their kids, while others say that this type of required vaccination is just not the same as in previous years. But for grandparent Mary Taylor, she knows just how important it is for kids to be vaccinated firsthand.
Our son in Portland is a medical assistant up there. He and all his family were vaccinated, yet 3 of them still caught COVID. He and his wife had a light case. One of our grandsons wound up in the hospital. We almost lost him. But thank God that he had had the vaccine, because that is what saved him.
Now, again, I want to reiterate that kids are not being required at this time to be vaccinated against COVID-19 to be able to attend schools. According to the governor's office, that will only, again, happen once the FDA gives its full approval to a COVID-19 vaccine, and will only for the time being be for middle and high school kids. For the moment, a later date has still yet to be decided for those kids that are younger. Now, again, this will not take effect as well until the following term once the FDA gives its full approval, which the governor's office right now believes will happen either during the spring or summer term of 2022. Now, today I also learned that there is a protest being planned against the governor's move on October 18th. From what I've learned, that protest will be happening during the early parts of that morning, right in front of the Siskiyou County Public Health Building. But for now, reporting live in Weed, I'm Brett Taylor, Newswatch 12.
Flu season is almost here, so Siskiyou County health officials held a drive-through flu clinic to allow locals to get their flu shot before they get sick. Siskiyou County public health officials like Angie Cook say the flu cases dropped dramatically last year during the pandemic, due in large part because of the restrictions that are in place for COVID. However, most of those restrictions are gone, and she, along with other health officials, are expecting an increase in cases this year. She says that getting the flu shot this year is important now more than ever, since hospitals are full of all those COVID patients.
It's very important to get the flu shot, of course, so they don't get the flu. If people get sick now, we know the hospitals are impacted by COVID and they're overwhelmed by that. And so getting the flu shot will help prevent more people having to go to the hospital for serious illness, especially those with underlying chronic conditions.
In total, more than 400 people showed up to this year's drive-through clinic, which Cook says is about what they see every year at that same event.